Good day. My name's David Grier. I'm an extreme adventurer, philanthropist, humanitarian, and a bit of the rest. And over the last, I would say, 14 years, I've been on this massive global journey through extreme adventure. And this journey has unlocked so much in my life for me and assisted me so much to deal with situations that I felt that were insurmountable, that I would not be able to deal with. And, you know, on top of all of that has been the constant ability to evolve and change in order for me to succeed and achieve what I've set out to do. And I've looked at a lot of this, and if I take my life as an endurance athlete and what I've had to endure, and I couple that with how I've had to change in order to endure that, that has been one of the biggest, I would say, achievements in my life. And if I look currently what we're all facing in life, you know, everyone's sitting there and with, let's say, a long face, and we're just throwing up our hands in despair, and we don't know what way to turn. And honestly, I see all of this as a very positive time to be out there. But in order to get through what we have to do, we have to be able to endure, and we have to be able to constantly evolve and change. And there've been some classic lessons that I've come across in my life, and I love this photograph. You know, we're all running from something, and most of us, there's, you know, always say you're chasing your tail or trying to run from your shadow. And I feel change is one of those shadows. You can run and run and run, but you're never, ever going to be able to escape the need to evolve and change. I mean, you've got to turn around. You've got to face it, deal with it, evolve with it. And as human beings, we're so unique as individuals, because we have this ability to evolve and change. No matter what is thrown at us, we can evolve and change and come out the other end as a better person. And if I had to look back at what I've been through and what I've been doing, I think, to me, the biggest achievement is that balance that one is able to find in life. You need that balance between yourself, your family, and work. You've got all this triangle you've got to try and perfect. And guess what comes in from the side? It just sneaks in, is unpredictable and unknown, like what's just hit us globally at the moment. You think everything is perfect. You've got this perfect balance and life's just great. And in comes that curved ball and throws everything aside. But it's your ability to adapt and change to this that will assist you to get through these times. And don't look at something like we're going through now as a wall, as a barrier. It's not. It's something that you need to draw strength from this adversity. Draw that strength, evolve and change, and let it enhance you as you move on. And if we look around us at the moment, every single person you meet along the road, the one person will say, no, you've got to do this. No, you've got to try this. No, you've got to go here. You've got to go there. Wherever we go, someone's got some good advice for you. The crazy thing is, the best advice is the one that you decide on. You have to take all of what's been thrown at you, and you've got to make a decision in which route that you want to follow and which route you want to go. And that decision has to be the one that suits you and your family best. But remember one thing, whatever your decision is, there will be consequences. And you need to weigh up those consequences and decide for yourself, this is the route I'm going to take, and I'm going to deal with what happens along the way. And if you make that decision, the changing and evolving along that road are the easy part, because you made that conscious decision that you are going to deal with whatever you face along the way. I love this photograph. If I think of my paddle from Africa to Madagascar a couple of years back, I'd left that shoreline and I'd paddled for 12 days. And I remember I'm sitting in the middle of the ocean, and there's no land, 250 kilometers in any direction. And after my days paddling, I looked at my GPS coordinates, and that entire day, all I had achieved was 10 kilometers in distance. And I think that lesson sits with me and resonates with me today as well, because every single morning when you wake up, no matter how difficult or mundane that day is that lies ahead of you, if you wake up with a correct positive attitude and you deal with what lies ahead, you'll get to the other end. And as you see there, the sun's gonna rise in the morning and it's gonna set in the evening, but it's the day you have to get through. And it's all down to your attitude as an individual. You know, running along that Madagascar island, I'd lost 22 kilos in weight. I was so close to the end of that journey. And it was one thing, that correct attitude and mindset that got me there. It will get you there as well. It's up to you as an individual. Wake up in that morning with that positive mindset and attitude. No matter what life throws at you, you'll get there in the end. You honestly will. And yeah, this photograph as well. How many of us are sitting like this today? Can't take another step. You just had it. You just, as they say, cut full of everything in life. But we all have these days. And it's days like this that you've got to realize the closer you come to success, the bigger the temptation is to give up. And you know, with us in our personal lives and with ourselves, we're so close to getting out of something or achieving something. You just want to give up. Why? Just remember, the closer you come to success, the bigger the temptation is to give up. Don't throw in that flag. It's out there. It's out there for all of us. But this is, you know, in brief, just sharing a bit of my life and my journeys and how often we meet these crossroads of our life. And I think many of us have come to a crossroad now. And it's that ability when you reach that crossroad is to draw a line and say to yourself, I understand where I've got to at this stage of my life, and now I accept it. And through this understanding and acceptance, we can all move on in a really positive frame of mind. And I'd like to maybe get the opportunity to share with any of you some of my life lessons that I've learned while trundling out there on these huge open spaces that this amazing planet offers us. And you know, we all have the same lessons. It just takes some enforcing of that lesson to realize actually how easy it is to overcome adversity, and that we don't always have to sit down in a negative mindset, in a negative space, because there's so much good and so much positivity out there. And I see it and I feel it every day, what I do. And a lot of my life is working with vulnerable and destitute communities across this country, assisting all of these communities, laying down a solid foundation for the future of this amazing country of ours. And there is a lot of despair, but it's trumped by the hope out there. There is so much hope out there. And that's what I see, that's what I feel. And I'd love to share this with you in a session, just the other side of what one finds in life. But thanks for the time, and thanks for listening. And I hope to see you in the near future, if not in person, but through this new world of ours, the screen on your laptop or desktop. Thanks very much.